Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. The early April sun was already warm as it cast golden rays over the sprawling desert landscape. Indio, California had once again transformed into a pop culture haven. Among the thousands descending on the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival were Joey and Kelsey Anderson, fresh off a whirlwind year that had thrust them into the national spotlight. Joey arrived from the East Coast after a leg of the Dancing with the Stars Live 2025 tour, sleep-deprived but smiling. Kelsey had flown in a day earlier from New York, where she was finalizing a brand partnership. When they met at the festival grounds, just beyond the VIP entrance, the world melted away. Cameras clicked, fans gawked, but all that mattered was the comfort of each other's arms. They'd come a long way since that final rose ceremony in Tulum. The desert heat was nothing compared to the fire they'd kept alive through months of red carpets, late-night flights, and FaceTime calls. Coachella marked their first full weekend together in nearly 6 weeks. Kelsey wore a flowy crocheted dress with desert-toned hues, while Joey opted for a denim vest over a vintage band tee. Festival fashion wasn't just an indulgence, it was strategy. Every outfit tagged, every brand they wore paid attention. The two moved seamlessly from the Revolve Festival to Neon Carnival, stopping for photos with Bachelor Nation friends and TikTok stars alike. Behind the curated Instagram stories and press appearances, Joey and Kelsey had cultivated something real. But the pressure to be seen often took a toll. Even at Coachella, surrounded by art installations and music that thumped through the ground, the question lingered: were they performing a relationship for the public, or were they truly in sync? After the first night's headline set, they escaped to their Airbnb in Palm Springs. It was decorated with string lights and eucalyptus-scented candles, a welcome reprieve. Over takeout sushi and cans of sparkling rose, they talked about the future. About wedding planning. About the unfiltered version of themselves that never made it to Instagram. Joey's stint on Dancing with the Stars Live had taken him from coast to coast. Learning the choreography was one thing, but keeping a relationship intact while constantly on the move was another. There had been tense calls. Missed FaceTimes. Nights where both wondered if they were stretching something too thin. But Coachella gave them time to recalibrate. Joey admitted how tired he was. Kelsey revealed how lonely she'd felt at times, watching their relationship unfold in tabloids while experiencing it through DMs and emojis. Still, they'd never questioned why they were fighting to stay together. The love that began in a television bubble had outgrown the fantasy. They were building something real now, and it required real effort. The second day of the festival brought more than music, it brought headlines. Paparazzi snapped shots of the couple dancing during Lana Del Rey's performance. A fan video of Joey lifting Kelsey onto his shoulders went viral. They laughed at the sudden surge in followers and joked about who would post the better carousel. But amidst the fun, there were business conversations too. Joey was in talks with a fitness apparel line, Kelsey had a podcast interview lined up with a major beauty brand. Their influencer lives weren't just perks, they were evolving careers. They hadn't set a date yet. After the finale aired, the pressure to plan a wedding had been immediate. But both wanted to do it right, not just for TV ratings, but for themselves. Coachella became the perfect place to talk hypotheticals. What if we did something small? Kelsey mused, legs folded on a picnic blanket. Maybe Tuscany. Or the coast of Maine. Just us, family, no production crew. Joey nodded, running a hand through his sun-streaked hair. Or something a little bigger. A hybrid. Private but filmed for the fans. Controlled. They didn't agree on every detail, but the foundation was clear: they both wanted a future. And they wanted it together. Their weekend wouldn't have been complete without a reunion. Zach Shallcross, Katie Bigger, and Charity Lawson met up with them near the Heineken House stage. Group photos, inside jokes, and shared memories of the Bachelor bubble flooded back. There was a comfort in being around people who got it. Who knew what it meant to date on camera, to become a meme, to watch strangers dissect your every move. Later, around a rooftop fire pit, the group toasted to surviving it all, and to actually finding love in a place not designed for permanence. The final day of the festival brought a quiet peace. The sun was softer. The crowds thinner. Joey and Kelsey opted for a more low-key day, sipping matcha, browsing the art installations, and holding hands like a couple on any normal weekend getaway. They talked about moving in together, maybe LA, maybe back to New York. Kelsey missed her apartment, but Joey's ties to California made sense too. What mattered more than geography was intention. They'd survived distance. They'd weathered fame. The morning stillness in the desert felt like a signal, they were ready for the next chapter. The festival ended, as it always did, with exhaustion and gratitude. Joey had to fly back for his final week on DWTS Live, and Kelsey had a press event in Scottsdale. The drive back to the airport was bittersweet. "I wish we had one more day," Kelsey said, watching the desert blur past the window. Joey reached over, interlacing his fingers with hers. "Soon. Just one more week and then I'm yours." It wasn't a fairy tale anymore. But maybe that was a good thing. Fairy tales end when the credits roll. This was something real. Something ongoing. In interviews after the show, Grant admitted that he had struggled with his emotions throughout the season. "I wish I had made a clearer decision earlier," he said, looking back at the journey. "I didn't mean to hurt anyone. It was just that both women were incredible, and I wasn't sure which one was the right fit for me." His words rang hollow to many. How could he have let it go on for so long, leaving both women in limbo as he wavered between his feelings? The truth was, Grant had made some of the most questionable decisions in Bachelor history. From the very first rose ceremony to the last, he had sent mixed signals that had left viewers, and the women, more confused than ever. As for Lisha, she had no interest in watching the couple's journey unfold. Her heartbreak was still fresh, and she had no desire to relive the emotions of being strung along. She moved on, quietly, away from the show and from Grant, who would remain an open chapter in her heart, but one that she would eventually close for good. Meanwhile, Grant and Juliana continued their journey off camera, trying to build a life together. But every relationship has its challenges, and the pressure of being under the public's microscope added an extra layer of complexity. Whether they would last, only time would tell, but for many, it was hard to see them overcoming the turbulence that had marked their beginning. Ultimately, The Bachelor Season 29 would go down as one of the most dramatic seasons in recent memory. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.